Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Grateful back here today with another video, and I'm bringing y'all a new lock build. Now this is going to be bigger than the 6'4". I seen some complaints in the other video about the 6'4", about it being like too small and stuff like that, but like I don't really know where y'all are going with that, but you know, we gonna roll with it. We gonna make a bigger lock build today. Now my fault for the lack of videos recently. It's just like it's weird with 2K right now. It's pretty hard to make consistent videos on this game right now, and yeah, especially in these type of times to where like we get a new season, I think like at the end of next week maybe, or like the next week after, or in 2 weeks or something like that. But like yeah, it's just the content is horrible right now in this game, so let's just get straight into the build. So you're gonna make it a small forward. Now I like making my build small forward just because if I'm playing fives, you know, you're a small forward, you want to be a small forward. So I'm making the wingspan 7'3". You could make it 7'2". I'm gonna make it 7'3" because just on a 6'7" it doesn't really matter what the wingspan is. And then I'm gonna make the weight, I think I'm gonna make the weight like, I'm doing this from scratch, so if I take a little bit on each, that's why I'm making my weight in 82. Now let me just check something real quick. These are the two obvious ones I'm gonna put up, by the way. So yeah, you get silver and movable. That's totally fine with this build. Let's leave it at that right now. So your vertical, you're gonna want to bring that to 75. Max out your weight. Your agility, I'd say bring max for right now, and then your speed, you want to max that out. So your defensive rebounds, you want this up to about a 70, and the same thing with the offensive rebounds. I feel like you need both in this game. I feel like my main problem with my day one build, my 6'7", is the fact that I can get absolutely 0 rebounds. So if you can get some sort of rebounds on your lock build, you know, you're cool and you're vibing. For the block, you just want to bring it up. Like I'm gonna put it at a 73 for right now. You got to get really good angles to get blocks, and as a lockdown, you're not gonna get that many blocks. I'm bringing my perimeter up to a 96 for right now for the cap breakers, and I'm bringing my steal up to a 91. Now, I'm keeping my steal at a 91. I know a lot of y'all are gonna be like, why the hell are you doing this? You know, what's the point? Steals got heavily nerfed earlier in the year, and I've been using builds with a 91 steal. I've been using builds with a 96 steal, and I just don't really notice a difference. Like I just don't. So it's like if you're gonna make a build and you're gonna sacrifice something, it's gonna be the steal. And yeah, as simple as that. Pass sack, you want to put this up to about a 70 for right now. I might bring this up, who knows, we could throw steamers. Can't bring any of that stuff down. Okay, so your 3-pointer, you want your 3-pointer all the way up. This is pretty obvious. And I want my midi all the way up. Now I want my midi all the way up so I can get the jump shots. I think it's like an 85, but I'm gonna leave it at an 85 for right now. On my lock build, I don't really need this. I don't really need driving dunk. If I'm gonna be for real, I'm not really dunking like that. It's just I'm not really doing that much. I think you need an 85, if I'm not mistaken. If you need a little bit less, then you could go and tweak it. Like I said, with all of my builds, I say the same thing every single video. Use all of my builds as a template. You know, use it as a template. What do you need for paint controller? You need a 60 interior. So we're gonna bring this down by 2. Can't get posterizer with this, so it doesn't matter. Bring this up by 1. Bring this up by 1 so you get paint controller on bronze. Yeah, this build is solid. This is a pretty solid 6'7". Like I said, if y'all don't like this build, and if y'all don't like the build I'm making right now, go look at my 6'4". The 6'4" is by far better, but I wanted to make a bigger lockdown build just for the people who did not want to make a 6'4". But this is what I would make for a lockdown right now. I mean, maybe you make the 3 a 78 if you want, but I don't really know what that's gonna change. Yeah, it's not gonna change anything. So yeah, this is the build I'd make right now. Pretty short video, to be honest. Not gonna go too in depth. I mean, 6'7s, y'all probably know the gist of 6'7s by now. And yeah, 6'4s are definitely better. But like I said, I'm always making builds for people and trying to make different builds. We're gonna have a center build coming soon. We're gonna have a point guard build eventually. I'm just kind of waiting on that. Sorry, my voice is a little bit weird right now. I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. The weather has been really weird, and I don't know if I'm getting sick. So yeah, it's been your boy Grateful, and I'm out. Peace.